Welcome, Taiwo here. Today we want to consider a topic that has to do with red lights. Some red lights we do not want to ignore when going into a relationship. These red lights can become very, very terrible threats later in marriage. So you don't want to ignore them. We just want to discuss a few of them. I'm sure there are several more, that are not listed here. The first red light I want to talk about is nonchalant attitude or insensitivity. You are in a relationship with somebody and he's so insensitive to your feelings, to your needs, to everything you say. You keep repeating the same thing over and over again. You keep correcting the same thing over and over again. He doesn't care. He just cannot be corrected. It just cannot be talked to. It's a red light we should look out for. I'm not saying we should enter into a relationship and begin to dig up things that are wrong or become fault finders. But we want to enjoy our marriage later, right? So we want to go into a dating relationship that will give us a kind of purview of what our marriage will look like. So there are red lights we shouldn't ignore. That's why we are discussing them here. Later in the video, we'll talk about what to do with these red lights. So when a person is insensitive to your feelings, to your needs, he does not listen to you, you better think about that relationship again. Another one to not ignore is when a person is dating you and makes you feel that he's doing you a favor. I've heard someone tell me she should even be happy that I'm dating her. How dare you make someone feel that you are doing her a favor or doing him a favor? So if you're dating somebody or you're courting somebody who thinks he's doing you a favor, you better think twice about that relationship. The fact that he thinks he is doing you a favor and you are allowing him to think like that means you approve it. You approve the fact that he's doing you a favor. What awaits you later, you won't be able to handle it. So if somebody is trying to make you feel like he's doing you a favor, I don't think it's a relationship you should continue in. It's a red light you should look out for. Another one is secrecy. Some people just don't have trust for anyone else. They have trust issues. It's not because of what you've done or because of what you did not do. It's because they are just secretive, period. They have trust issues. Maybe because of the kind of background they are coming from, or maybe they do not have a very healthy self-worth. They just can't trust anybody. They are not willing to be vulnerable. And in marriage, two do not work together except they agree. So when you get married to a person like that, he's going to remain secretive. Don't think it will change. Marriage will heighten his secretive nature. So some people are just secretive. They can't trust anybody. Watch out for such red lights. Another one I'd like to talk about is constantly arguing over nothing. You are in a relationship and the two of you argue and quarrel and fight over every silly thing. You better begin to think twice. Even when you sit to talk about the issues, even when you sit to rub minds, you are arguing. You don't seem to see eye to eye when it comes to discussing issues. You are never on the same page. It's argument here, argument there. I think it's a big enough red light that we should look out for. Constantly arguing over everything. It shows one of many things. It's either one or both of you, one of you is not born again, or both of you are not born again, or you are not broken. Or one or two of you are not willing to yield to the Holy Spirit. Or the relationship is just not God's will. So arguing over every little thing might just be An excuse to discontinue the relationship might be an indication that the relationship should not continue. So you can't be arguing over it. I know that everyone is not the same. The two of you have come from different backgrounds. The two of you see life differently. You have different perspectives, but not on every issue. Arguing like you must argue. It's a red light I think we should look out for. The next one I want to talk about is insecurity. Some people are just insecure. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you say. You are never good enough. And their insecurity plays out in the way they treat you. They can't hide the insecurity, so they try to cloud it in irritation. You just irritate them for no reason. You look and see that there's nothing you've really done wrong, but they are insecure. They are insecure around you. They are insecure when people praise you. They are insecure when you take a decision that he ought to compliment or commend you about. He's just insecure. Insecurity, I would say, is a disease you don't cure overnight. So if a person is insecure and he doesn't want to do anything about it, consider, I've told you. Another red light to watch out for. You say this person is a child of God. You say this person fears God. You say this person is a Christian. You say this person is whom you think God is leading you to marry, but he or she is just not excited about fellowship. How do you get nurtured? Bible already even encouraged us to not forsake the assembly of believers. That's where you get nurtured, in addition to your private times with the Lord. But this person is just not interested in fellowships. Let's go for Bible study, I'm not interested. Or sometimes he doesn't even say it outright. He just gives one excuse that you begin to consider, is logical. He's not interested in fellowshipping with anybody. He's not interested in being with other children of God. It's something you should look at. It's not normal for a Christian not to want to go for fellowship, not to be interested in fellowship. It's a red light. Another one that is very glaring, but I don't know why a lot of people don't see it, is you are dating this person, and when both of you are with other people, he begins to act strange. When he's with you, oh my God, he's fine. He professes all his love around you, and you're like, oh my God, I've found my missing rib. But the moment the two of you are with certain people, he begins to act weird. He begins to act strange. He doesn't want to show that he's dating you. He doesn't even want you to come near him. He just tries to avoid you in the midst of such people, certain people. It's one of many things. He is either not proud to be dating you, or he hasn't made up his mind. And if he hasn't made up his mind, he doesn't want both of you to be seen around people who are important to him. Or he might be double dating. When you are dating more than one person, you can't be committed to either of them. So if the person he's dating is in the crowd or congregation where both of you are going to, he will definitely be uncomfortable. Even if the person is not there. If some persons are there who know that he's dating somebody else, he won't be comfortable when you're with them. So when you begin to observe such behaviors, it might be an indication that he's not really made up his mind yet, that he will continue with your relationship, with the relationship with you. So it's a red light as well. What about those who talk about their ex? Every little thing, my ex did not used to do this. Oh, my ex used to give me more attention. Oh, my ex would have done that. Oh, my ex did not. If your ex was such a saint, why didn't you remain with him or her? Why did you break up with him? Why did you come to me? So when a person keeps talking about their ex, just remember that very soon you will become an ex he hasn't fully made up his mind for you. It's something you should look at. Another thing I have here is a controlling personality. They are always controlling. Control is witchcraft too, I tell you. You want to control somebody else's mind. You want to control somebody else's life. You want to take decisions for somebody. You want to tell the person what and where and how and when to eat and go where and eat what. It's control spirit and it's witchcraft. A controlling person will continue to control when you marry him. So don't say, oh, it's because he cares for me. That's why he's always asking where I am. It's because he cares for me that he wants me to tell him everything. But he doesn't tell you everything. He wants to control everything you do, act, think, or say. Control is not of God. Even God, our maker, sovereign God, gives us a free will to take decisions. So control is a red light. What about those people who make you question your intelligence? They make you question your reality, your feelings. So when you say something or you are in a discussion with them, they tell you, oh, no, that's dumb. That's not important. Oh, no, it's because you are... And the psychologists, I think, have named this kind of a situation gaslighting. They gaslight you. So after a while, you begin to question yourself. After a while, you begin to feel timid and unsure of yourself. In fact, gaslighting is a cousin to stonewalling, which is the next one we want to talk about. Stonewalling is avoiding communication. It's a perfect avoidance strategy. They don't want to talk. They don't want to discuss it. I don't want to talk about that. Not now, later. Oh, no, that's not important. They avoid everything that is important to you and avoid everything that will push the relationship forward. Watch out for them. It's not a good personality trait for somebody who wants to go into a relationship. Going into a relationship makes you vulnerable. And if you can't be vulnerable with me, of what use is the relationship? So watch out for gaslighting, stonewalling, verbal abuse. I think this one is clear. This one is obvious. Somebody just abuses you verbally. Maybe because of where they are coming from, they are always being abused, or they were abused as a child. So they think it's normal to just talk to people anyhow. They use sarcasm, they use all kinds of language. It's not good, especially if you are not coming from that kind of a background. It's going to be a problem. Watch out for verbal abuse and physical abuse. Physical abuse, run. Oh. Don't say he will stop, run. After you have observed all these, should you just go? No. Talk about them. Enter a discussion with him or her. Sit and discuss and say, I've observed this. Or why do you do this? If he keeps excusing it, or he keeps telling you it doesn't matter, or he keeps presenting a fight, then run. There is nothing in that relationship you're sticking to. So talk about it, pray about it. If he's willing to change or if he acknowledges it, good. Then you can still do something about the relationship. Otherwise, I don't think that's the kind of a relationship you would like to go into. So these are a few of the red lights I think we should watch out for. As the Lord continues to help us to make choices, including the choice to date and marry, I pray and hope that we will not miss it because we are excusing some behaviors we should actually run away from. I'll see you in my next video. If your relationship is working, keep celebrating it. If it's not working, keep working on it. And the Lord bless you. Bye.